What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. And we're joined alongside the Vargas Dynasty. We have Fernando Vargas Sr. Thank you for coming back. And obviously Fernando Vargas Jr., who is scheduled to be on a fantastic card with Jose Cepeda taking on Regis Prograis for the vacant WBC. Danny, man, first and foremost, what are your thoughts on Fernando Jr. being on that card? Were you aware?
Absolutely, man. No, definitely excited for you to be back, and obviously seeing your brother. Just saw Emiliano do his thing last week on ESPN, and now you guys get to be part of a great card. And I'm going to be honest, I think I'm excited because it's the War Grounds. Yeah. You know, it's the War Grounds, formerly the Stub, or now it's the Stub Hub. It used to be the Home Depot Center. Actually used to be the Stub Hub as well. Now it's like Dignity Health. Dignity Health, yeah. But we've seen so many great wars in that venue, and I'm excited to see you guys on a great card. But talk to us, Junior. First of all, thank you for being here. How excited are you to be on that pay-per-view?
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, man.
I feel good, you know. I know it's going to be a great event. I honestly see it 50-50. It could be Prograis strong. Josh Taylor, that's the only, blemish he has. And then Zepeda's coming to fight. And he's known for upsetting people. So I'm just looking to mix it up in there. I can't wait.
What was it like when your manager gives you the call, like, this is a date, this is what we got? Oh, could we get somebody to the door for Emiliano, who
third part of the dynasty has arrived.
Who just made his arrival. But talk to us. Manager calls, or you get the call, this is the date on this pay-per-view. You know, what are you thinking?
It was actually my pops, right? You were talking to Marv Nation and then people, and they reached out to you. Hey,
they were like Marv Nation. They reached out to me, and they said, "Would you like to put your kids on this card?" I said, "Let me get this with the management, but I think it's a good fit. You know, in LA, nothing but raza there, and so, I said, let me get it shooted to management, and I shot it to management. Management, put it together, so, everything looks good over there for us, and so we're gonna be out there."
So Marv reached out to you.
Yes.
Shout out to Marv, man. What a hustler. We had him here in studio not too long ago, and then we bumped into him at the
convention in Mexico.
And he was working out there as well.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Bring him in. We'll bring in
Let's go,
brother.
baby.
You're gonna have to move over. Actually, we'll wait for that because we're running out of. We don't have a. We would have. Yeah, we would have had to been ready for that to make.
All
right. Let's put him at the
Let's
desk.
put him in.
Damn. Now he's gonna be over here shooting questions at y'all, man. Like, yo, are you ready?
That's good.
But I've been dying to ask. It's probably pretty corny or generic, but like, do you feel any pressure or added motivation? Because Emiliano did have such a good performance. Like, do you feel like, damn, now I got to do just as good, if not better?
100%.
Okay.
That's my brother at the end of the day. And he had a hell of a performance, Knockout was beautiful. There's people tuning in from all over, coming to see Emiliano fight. And, it ain't no hype because it's true. My little brother could fight. And, but me being the oldest, I just want to show what I could do as well, Me and my brother Amalo are going to fight next Saturday. And I'd rather show him my action. So, but it's definitely pushing me, and I got so motivated. Me being at the weigh-ins, me seeing him ripped up, cut up, it just motivated me. Like, I'm ready to fight as well. But man, my little brother had a hell of a fight.
I don't know if you watched the Kate Abdo interview with Terrence Crawford, or if you know Crawford's story, but he obviously revisited that story and said that when he came out of the amateurs, he wasn't heavily touted, right? Like, it wasn't a bunch of managers knocking on his door, promoters ready to sign him. And obviously that's not the case for Emiliano, but that is the case for you.
Right.
So that gave him motivation. And then when that Prescott fight came, 7 days notice, he jumped on it. Is that how you feel your career will go, where, yeah, maybe I wasn't that declarated amateur, but you wait and see how I blossom and how I
turn out
as a pro? Thank you.
My like my dad said this, son, you have a pro style. So, I didn't start at 10 years old, 11 years old, like my brother did. He had a great, amateur career, multi-time national champion. But at the end of the day, that's what he did earlier. I played all different types of sports earlier, but when I chose to boxing, then I gave him my all. It was around like 16, 17. So I picked it up a little late, but like my brother says, I got to learn on the job. And, I know if I stay in the gym, stay hungry, stay ready, my opportunity will come. But, I know along this group, the fans, they try to separate my brothers or, say this, say that. They'll never separate me and my brothers because it's genuine love. I love my brother. He deserves every single bit of everything that he earned that Saturday night. Now, Big Bro got to do what he got to do, and Amalo got to carry his weight. So, it's an individual sport at the end of the day. So,
could
someone needs to turn on his mic.
Yeah, okay.
Turn Emmy's mic on, please.
Maybe.
Come on, Vatos. Come on, Vatos.
Okay, because none of us could hear him.
No, nobody can hear you.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Me neither.
Keep talking at me.
Come on now, Vato.
But-
All right, now we're good. We're good.
There we
We're
go.
good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Good, Vato.
So
Good.
no, yeah, I was just I told my brother, I'm posting, I'm eating my food, I'm eating, I'm enjoying, because at the end of the day, I did make weight. I paid my dues. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I told my brother, I said, look,
I
bro.
actually wanted to talk about your weight.
Yeah. I told my brother though, I said, look, at the end of the day, I want you to outshine me. Like I want you to, excuse my French, I want you to shit on me. I want you to put on such a great performance that they forget about my performance. Because at the end of the day, this is the Vargas dynasty.
For sure.
So if one of us gets a knockout like that in that fashion, and then another one gets another knockout in that fashion, and then you know what I'm saying? It's just a domino effect. And I truly believe that, my brother's gonna put on a hell of a performance. He's looking phenomenal. My two brothers, I came to check out the sparring yesterday, and man, they look phenomenal. They look ready to go, and I'm just so proud, so proud of everything that we got going on, because these people really think that we're playing with this stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And look, we're taking this thing seriously, like the meal prepping, the running, the this, the that. It's just people really think, and the opponents, I hope they don't. You know what I'm saying? That my brothers are playing or this or that, because at the end of the day, my dad is not going to co-sign for anything that.
Cannot.
You know what I'm saying? This is really the hurt sport, as you've seen.
I don't know
this
about
Saturday.
that. That is his blood. He gonna
No,
co-sign
yeah,
for his family
No,
no,
I'm not
matter
gonna
what.
co-sign. I'm not gonna co-sign if they're bullshitting and they're not
Right.
doing their training. If they're not doing what I tell them to do, I'm not gonna co-sign. And guess what? I'll go like this. Guess what? You're not gonna fight. Why? Because you're not doing what I'm telling you to do, and you're not listening to what I'm telling you to do.
Yeah.
Where I lived every aspect of this game already, of the boxing game. Yeah. So it ain't nothing that you're gonna do or tell me that I didn't already see. So listen. If not, guess what? Call management. You know what? I don't want Junior to fight. I don't want Amado to fight. I don't want Emilio to fight. Why? Because they're not doing what I want I'm telling them to do. Yeah. And guess what? They listen. They know what time it is. They're grown men. Yeah. I'm not gonna be treating them like little kids. Yeah. Like, look, you know what you gotta do. Yeah. Do it, Bato. It's up to you. I don't gotta be on you like if you're a little kid, Bato. I'm not.
A couple things I wanted to say. I love the way you and Amado smiles. Amado had his phone out when they were announcing you in the ring.
Come on, man.
It was just such a beautiful moment, because
I thought that was so gangster. Yeah. I thought it was so gangster that they put because at first
Top Rank wasn't allowing it. And I was like, bro, like.
So then they let Junior in. They let Amado in.
Oh, wow.
Because of the corner, you know?
In the corner. And I was like, hell yeah. It's just, it looks way better. Like, when the star power is there with the whole dynasty.
Absolutely. You know? But for me, it was just dope, because it's that's the little brother. And I'm like, damn, they're just there. Like, there was no, I got to fight on the same card. It's just, I'm here to support my brother. And it was just beautiful to see. And now you get to experience that in a few weeks as well, right? What is that feeling like when your brothers are fighting and you're there?
Well, I mean, definitely, I could definitely say there's a little bit of nerves for me, because, I can't do anything. I can't, you know. But look, at the end of the day, seeing that sparring yesterday was just
That was
my brothers
great.
are so ready to go,
Yeah.
man. There and it brings me with so much joy
Malo did
because
so good.
because like I said, man, we're not playing this. We're really not. Like we live this. This is our job. This is, you know, you clock in, you know exactly what you got to do, and that's exactly what my brothers are doing. They're tapering down. I mean, this is the last hard week, and then it's fight week, and then you know, just making weight, a couple runs, and that's it. But at the end of the day, like, I can't wait to sit there and not just sit there, but be in the corner. You know what I'm saying? And walk my brothers out and do that whole thing because, you know, at first, like, this was our first fight, you know, where we weren't fighting all together, you know, and I was kind of interested to see how the dynamic would work. And man, it was just so beautiful. It was just so, you know, my brother's there. Like, I felt comfortable. I felt as long as my dad is in my corner, my brother's in my corner, I'm good. You
What
know
was
what I'm saying?
the moment like for you in the locker room, having your brothers there where they're not fighting and
Right.
you know they just get to focus on you and your fight? What was that like for you in the locker room?
Definitely, it was the support. You gotta have support, man. It's just you know when you know, gratefully Top Rank put me to a little higher up so that I could fight on the international broadcast.
Oh, wow.
A blessing, man, for them to have me at the press conference. My first fight with them and things like that with the other champions and things like that. I just so grateful, man, and I can't wait to do it again. But at the same time, I feel comfortable with my brothers. It's a dynamic,
And we feel
it worked
comfortable with
perfect.
you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
when I don't hear your voice in my sparring
Yeah.
too, you know
Yeah.
my little tendencies, and Amala knows my little and we know how,
Yeah.
you know, what we do when we resort to, you know, getting tired or our flaws, and just having us all there, bro, at our fights. It's definitely a blessing too. So I was so happy, bro. He looked like mini Oscar coming out with like the Mexican American, and I
thought that
was
was
like,
sick.
I was like
gangster.
looking at him like this, like, you know, when Oscar won.
I'm happy.
You look good, bro.
Look, at the end of the day, fans can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be Mexican and I'm proud to be American.
Yes, thank you.
Because look, there's I don't know why. There's kind of like Mexicans don't understand it, like oh, they'll call me a pocho, or they'll call me this, or they'll call me
Right,
you're a
you
fake
know.
Mexican.
Yeah, I know.
You're
Absolutely.
Just 'cause
you're-
we're born here.
You're a fake Mexican.
Absolutely.
You're this.
What?
Look, I am grateful that I'm Mexican and grateful that
Yeah.
I was born in the best country in the world.
Yes, sir.
Come on
Champ,
now.
you see that camera? Yeah. You're with ESPN. Look, fuck them, right? Because they say the same. Look, they say the same thing
Yeah.
to me, man. Fuck
Yeah,
them.
I get you,
You
I
know,
get you.
I love that you embrace not just
embrace
the
both sides, yeah.
not just the family name, but you embrace both sides. And
Yes.
look, bro, I'm a veteran that came out of two Mexicans. You get
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
so
Hell
that
yeah.
was dope that you dedicated that to your padrino and
Yeah,
and you know it was just a cool moment to see. I think that I'm gonna be honest with you. I was so sick. I was so sick watching like literally sick
Wow.
watching the fight. I was on the
Wow.
couch and I had somebody come take care of me. And they're like, he is so cute. So keep shining, keep
It's the
doing your
Colgate
thing.
smile. Get at him, Colgate.
Yeah, man, I gotta get a deal off of that, man. Come on now, but I just look, man. I'm just like I said, I'm very blessed to be on that platform. Very blessed that Bob Arum took the opportunity to.
You got the
You know.
date, right?
Yeah, I got my next date.
What's the date?
Early next year. I can't announce it yet, but it's on a big Mexican card.
Early
Big
next-
Mexican card is.
Valdez versus Navarrete.
Wow.
Look, here it in
I
Nesco.
don't know. We'll
Wow.
see.
Hold on.
But it's
We don't
gonna
know.
be big, man. Did I? He's not-
Did I?
But look, I just want to thank all the fans, man. We pretty much sold it out. Talked to my manager, and
Bro, they say
we
that's
sold
in
it out.
play February 3rd.
We sold it out, man, and it's just look. As a fighter, you live for a gladiator moment. I can't go and train. I can't go and do my thing and pull up to fight, and there's nobody there.
Yeah.
It's like, for what? You know what I'm saying? And look, at the end of the day, I'm very blessed that, you know, it's humbling that people actually want to see me fight, man.
Yeah.
Like, it truly is, because at the end of the day, it's like you got fighters that are 30, 40, 50 fights, you know. They're opening cards, or you got this, that, or it's just very a blessing. I do believe it's God's favor, man.
Amen.
And I'm very, very humbled by it, real talk, because this is just my second fight, man. I'm only 18 years old.
Yeah, man.
And I know the more experience, the more knockout reels, the more, you know what I'm saying? Everything's going to come. But I just got to stay patient.
Yep.
Listen to my pops because, hey, the first round, like I said, I was kind of looking for it. I was looking for it to hurt the guy. And my dad sits me down and say, look, just box.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Just box. And the shots will open up and dicho hecho and
He's gonna run into something.
that
means
it.
that means said and done.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
English translation.
Yeah.
No, that was dope, champ. Early next year, you know, if it is Valdez Navarrete, that'd be amazing, you know, to be able to keep shining. But I gotta ask, what was it like to be? We call it, well, that's their machine, but to be on the machine and be on ESPN, you know, worldwide leader of sports, and like you said, to be able to do it in front of your people.
Yeah.
Well, you fought on 2 different platforms now. So has your phone or your social media been more active?
Ridiculous, man. I went up 15,000 followers in that night.
15,000?
15,000. I was at 215. I'm at 230. I think 231 now.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, look, ESPN is a huge network.
That's crazy.
The you know, it was a good learning experience too. Guy was a solid guy, man. He didn't come to lay down. I know he came to fight.
Oh, he was undefeated. He's 19 years old. It's not like he was an old guy.
I called some people because that's not South Bend, not too far from Chicago, and I got some cousins that live, you know, way out in the burbs, and I called some people, and they were like, "No, this kid's a good kid in that area."
Yeah.
You know, and
he debuted in May, just like me, and had some amateur experience. And I mean, look, man, I know Sparring has the best matchmaking for me to not just
absolutely
learn, but to grow and get those rounds in. And because look, there's no purpose for me to go in there, pick fights, and knock the guy out in 30 seconds, and I don't learn anything. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got clipped 1 or 2 times with the jab, this, that. I rate my performance as C. I usually don't get hit like that at all. If I get hit more than 5 times in sparring, that's a lot. So that's just me, and I'm a competitor. I'm my biggest critic, and at the same time, I just can't wait to get back in there and show these people that I could box. I got so much more to show. So much more to show. So
what weight class do you want to win a world title at? Because normally fighters start at a weight, but then as the camps get longer and you know the more rounds,
especially
you lose more
being
weight.
Young.
Yeah, and
I mean, look, I'm the great thing is even since the amateurs, my dad has allowed me to listen to my body. Like one thing is being lazy, and another thing is you listening to your body. So if I feel like moving up, I'm gonna move up. If I feel like you know, right now, I mean, I weighed in 133.
Yeah, and I wanted to tell you, you know, when I said earlier I wanted to speak about, you know, the weight on the scales. Could you go down?
I do believe so.
I thought you could make 130.
I didn't
For a title.
starve myself.
Sacrifice.
I didn't really like
kill yourself.
Making weight is making weight. Of course, there's gonna be issues. Of course, is not gonna be the easiest. But I do believe, you know, especially since it's not a title fight, coming at 131. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but even bro, I could have came at 136. So, but I just like to already. If I'm fighting at 135, I'm gonna come in at 134, 133. If I'm fighting at 130, I'm gonna come in at 129, 128. Even sounding that sounds crazy, but I just that's low. That's low for
we
me.
We don't want to be too low.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
So you know, it's like come in where you can come in. You know what I mean? But don't be anything.
But if
lower.
anything, I've learned discipline is after the fight because you know, you could eat whatever you want. You could eat whatever you want. You could drink whatever you want. But at the same time, you know, my dad would just be in camps losing 100 pounds just in camp. Like, and I can't even imagine that. I go up maybe 10 pounds max. So if I'm fighting at 35, I'll be 45 max. So I just look, at the end of the day, people talk about, well, you could go up to 160 and come down and fight at 130 and you'll be so much stronger. You'll be this. Look, the better fighter is going to win, period. You know, you could put on 10 pounds. You could put on 15 pounds. I sparred dudes that were 20, 30 pounds of me, but I'm sharper, quicker, and you know what I'm saying? It's just, it really is. The better fighters going to win. The better fighters going to win.
I like that. No excuse. Like, there's...
No, 100%. You know, obviously, you go more into it. There's rehydration clauses and things like that, but I truly, truly believe if I'm the better man, I'm gonna win tonight, regardless. I could break one hand, I could do this, I could do that. The guy could have a phenomenal camp. The guy could, you know what I'm saying, have Superman in his corner or whatever the case may be. I truly, truly believe the best man will win. So, you know.
Junior, man, I wanna go to you and just give you an opportunity to give me your story. Obviously, you and your brother have two different paths and hopefully two different trajectories. But I want to know how yours was. Obviously, your first fight was in Mexico. So what's that like? Because you're going to Mexico as a son of a legend. So I'm assuming it wasn't that easy to get you match made. And I just want to know your experience. How was all that? What was the decision to go to Mexico? Just give us that whole breakdown.
Yeah, we turned pro during the pandemic. Like as soon as the pandemic hit, I didn't want to wait. I was already, got a taste of the amateurs, and I just wanted to go pro. So my dad's like, "Look, we're just gonna go pro." Boom. So, just went to Mexico and got these Mexico fights in, and I'm developing.
Well, it was your first one, so you get there. How is that? Like, did you guys already have the fight set up? Who'd you go through? And again, the decision to go to Mexico was based off COVID, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we were working with Tom Loeffler in the beginning. Okay. He was just helping us. Yeah. He was just an advisor.
Good guy, man.
So
we were just getting shit faced with Tom at
we got
convention.
so fucked up with Tom. I did, yeah. I did.
Nah, he's a cool guy. Every time I see Tom, I'm like, bro, you have better J's than me every time, bro. Like,
I mean, he got the Jordan plug.
Come on now.
So.
Yeah.
But he was working with us and just, he's very well respected in the game. And so he was able to put us on different shows, and we didn't really know too many other people, but we just wanted to go pro. So that's what we did. And honestly, it's just been listening to my pops, even since the amateurs we're fighting, we're doing this tournament, whether it's a smoker, whether it's a national tournament, whatever it is, I know my dad has my best interest. So
where was that first one at?
It was in Mérida, Yucatan.
Yucatan.
Yeah, in
Mérida,
Mexico.
How many days before the fight did you get there?
I believe I was there the whole week of, just kind of like just to feel good, kind of already get adjusted. Yeah.
Were you guys getting mobbed because of your father? Did you stay away from him not to be mobbed?
You know what?
This your first
not
fight?
Like crazy, but when we're there inside like the hotel, you see people from different camps, or you see people like on the way to the airport. So yeah, they were saying what's up, taking pictures and stuff. But honestly, it's more here in the States that we
you know
we
what's
get a lot
crazy?
of love.
You know what's crazy? After that, I remember that.
So you were there?
Yeah, no, 100% I was there. I was gonna be there. And my brother, before going up, and these are things that we all hear, especially as being my dad's son, is before he went up, and it really, really like got me hyped and inspired too. And there's some things that I tell myself too. It's like he's about to go up, and he's like, telling out loud like, "Oh, you're just a last name, this, that,"
Your dad saying this?
No. Junior's saying this before he's going up. So he's like,
I think someone was going live too.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happened to you're never gonna turn pro? When are you turning pro, champ? When you know what I'm saying?
And I think there's things we hear all the time. Look, at the end of the day, even though I did get that knockout, I'm always gonna hear it. I'm always gonna. It's
Fans
always
are
gonna
two-faced.
be. No, but they're entitled to their opinions. But that really, really like, and I'll still tell myself that stuff. Yeah. I'll still tell that stuff like while I'm running. I'm finishing my miles, and I'll say those things, or just things that we hear all the time, because look, at the end of the day, if you fans think you're hurting us with those words, you're only motivating us. Real talk, because those are things that we tell each other that, and it'll be some stupid stuff too, like, "Oh, well, I didn't like the way Junior's hair was combed."
yeah.
And I didn't like what color shoes he was wearing.
Can never win with these
But
guys.
Never.
at the end of the day, some of the key ones is for us, like, you're just a last name. You know what I'm saying? And it's very motivating, 140%. And like I said, Junior, I believe he's the most talented, because he could drop this for 2 years and come back and like he never left. You know what I'm saying? I know my brother has a lot to show. Man, a lot of people are sleeping on my brother, man. But look, he's
fighting an undefeated guy too.
No, 100%, and he's gonna look phenomenal.
Yep.
The better opposition my brother fights, the better he looks. The better he people he spars, he looks better. So and I believe the same thing with me as well. And we just have a lot to show. I know we're all looking phenomenal, and really it's gonna be a Vargas in November. These knockout reels is gonna be coming. It's gonna look nice. And hey, if it goes the distance, he's gonna look beautiful.
I'm like 2 pounds away from weight. This guy's not gonna come close. I have a lot to lose. I have my dad's legacy at stake, and I do think about those things. But once you're in the locker room and it's time to go, I'm not thinking about that, bro.
Time to go.
I worked hard. I paid my dues, and
it's all about paying your dues.
I want to show out, you know.
So your second fight, the complete opposite. Now you're in Puerto Rico. You guys are natural rivals with Mexico and Puerto Rico. So
But
how was
nothing
that
but
experience?
Hey,
Nothing
it
but
was
love
crazy.
in Puerto Rico.
And this is what I want to
Yeah.
hear. What part of Puerto Rico and how was that? Getting off the plane, going to the hotel. What were you expecting?
You
What
want
did
to tap
get?
into that, pops, or what? Because the fans loved you.
I mean, I even put it on my Instagram. You know, for the fans chanting Vargas, Vargas, Vargas. So, but you know, I have nothing but love and respect for everybody until I get disrespected. That's just it. I have nothing but love and respect for everybody until I get disrespected.
I
Then,
think people want to disrespect you, pops.
but you know, luckily, it doesn't happen too often.
I got
So
Often
even
at all.
even you didn't you didn't get any animosity from anybody
No,
based
I
on
mean, you heard things in the crowd and different stuff like that. You tune it out. But honestly, bro, I thought it was going to be animosity like that. It was all love. There's people when we got there had like, the poker mat that they put like, in the casinos.
yeah.
Had Vargas Trinidad, had my dad sign it. This guy is Puerto Rican, born and raised. And he was like, bro, these people wanted to stone me, but I was going for your pops. Like, and I had so much more respect for him after he got up, kept getting up, and just is a warrior. We don't see those type of fighters anymore. And it was crazy. It was like a favela type of, because I fought outdoor. So it was like an outdoor arena in San Juan. And people were on top of the roofs looking at me fight. And people were behind the fence like this, but it was a fence. And it was just people, Vargas, Puerto Rico ama Vargas, Puerto Rico ama Mexico. It was just, we were blown away, bro. Because we expected animosity, we expected the Tito, bad blood, but it was all love, man. So
I'm
shout out
glad
to Puerto
I
Rico.
asked, bro. I'm glad I asked. So after that, you get 2 more back in Mexico, but then you come home to Vegas. So was it different now? Because now it's where you're, living. Are people bothering you for tickets, or was it harder to train?
Nah, I mean, I think when you're in Mexico, you're still kind of building your record, I think
No. When you got to Vegas now, after that, you had 2 more in Mexico, but now you're in Vegas.
So when I made my U.S. debut, it was at the Mandalay Bay at the Mitchell Arena.
Yes.
And it was supposed to be me and
Undefeated
Undefeated guy. And it was supposed to be me and Amado fighting in that card. And for some reason, or you too, right, Emmy? Or who was it? It was just me and Amado?
It's you and Amado.
And it was just me and Amado, and ended up happening something with management where he wasn't able to fight. So then there I am. We were promoting, and I got to carry it like on my back. Like they were all coming for me and Amado, and we were making the poses for me and Amado. But I was like, fuck it. Like, it's going to be what it's going to be. Like, so let's go. And I was in the locker room, and my best friend, Jacob Alonzo, he lost his mom to pancreatic cancer. So I had a shirt of her, and she was a team mom. I used to hoop, play ball growing up, and we were a small little suburb town, and we would travel everywhere. And it was a little city, and we'd travel like people with that were established, and we would win tournaments, and it was a part of my childhood where she meant a lot to me. If I wasn't at my house, I was always at their house. So I honored her, and I wore a shirt in remembrance of her. But I put on a hell of a show that night, and I just was able to show my skills. They put me on PBC, and it was
on the Keith Thurman undercard, yeah, pay-per-view undercard.
The prelims have never looked like that.
Yeah, it wasn't even like the kickoff of the pay-per-view. It was like
prelims.
The
you had
prelims.
fans already in the arena.
Yeah, and the weigh-ins, and I was just like, wow.
They're waiting.
But it was an unbelievable experience. I had so many people like, wow, like scratching their heads like, maybe he could be champion. Maybe, look, I'm only in here to be champion. I'm not in here to be a sparring partner. Shout out to people that do that. They give people good work, but I'm not trying to do that, man. I'm trying to shoot for the stars, and you know, we have big dreams, we have big goals to bring excitement back to boxing, like my brother says, and you know, with this card, I'm gonna open up the pay-per-view, and the pro grade, and there's a pay to card. So, you know, it's steps, but I know my process. My process is different from Emmy's, and Emmy's process is different from my pops. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And I know with each and every fight, I'm gonna be able to showcase my skills, and so is my younger brother Amado.
So Cody went on to get a win after that. So, you know, you fought someone that not only was undefeated, but after losing to you, was able to get back in the win column. Then you go to the Forum.
Yeah.
To Inglewood, and you get some of that LA love. How was that experience? I know that was a Triller card that actually happened and looked good from television. How was the experience for you?
Man, it was all three of us on a one card. The promotion was phenomenal. There's nothing bad that my family could say about Triller.
At all.
You know, look, at the end of the day, they have their whole ordeal with what happened, but I can't speak bad about them because they treated us fair and correct. So they put on a hell of a, you know, show at the Forum. They had me, my brother, Emmy come out. Emmy had that, you know, impressive, you know what I'm saying, splash as a pro. Yeah. You know, me and Amado did our thing as well. And, you know, it was a lot of love from the fans, man. It's crazy. When my dad goes to anywhere in LA, especially like to fights, my dad people will be standing up and, wow, the guys, and we just love that, man. It's just, I know that's what my dad worked hard for, you know? So it was dope. I loved it.
And you took on another undefeated guy in that fight. Now he seems to be on this undercard as well. Are you rooting for him? Really? Yeah, he's taking on an undefeated guy now by the name of Jacob. I'm not going to butcher the last name, but yeah, it seems like your guy's back on the same date. Dignity Health Sports, yeah. So he's back on the undercard. Are you tipping him to get the win, or you don't know the opponent, so you don't want to make a...
Get that win, bro. I don't care who the opponent is. You know what I'm saying?
It's only going to make you look better.
Nah, it's just, it's dope, man, because at the end of the day, you know, I shared the ring with him. So, man, we're in here for a better life and to win. So, go get that dub, bro.
So, we talked about pressure earlier, but, like, you got 6 wins, 6 knockouts. Is that something that you think about a lot? Like, man, I got to keep this streak going, because let's be real. Look at Edgar Berlanga. Like, the knockout stopped, but he, you know, they were pushing the shit out of him until them knockouts stopped, and he became very popular. You know, crazy people like me were saying one day maybe he could fight Canelo with the Puerto Rico, Mexico thing. So, like, how important is this knockout streak to you to continue?
It's not nothing I put extra pressure on in my mind or on my back, because, like my dad says, when you try, you know, you try too hard. So don't go looking for it, just like forcing a shot. You can't force a shot. Let the plays open up. If you have an open look, take a shot. But I'm not gonna force it. If I see my opponent hurt, then I'm gonna go ahead and take care of business. But we trained to go the distance. You know, it's a 6-rounder, so my dad's sparring me 8 rounds with 30-second rest. So it's if we got to go the distance, then I'll get experience, you know, like my younger brother said, and go the distance. But if the opportunity presents itself, then I'll go ahead and seize that.
They're going to be in phenomenal shape. Yeah. You know, we're coming from altitude to sea level, you know, so that's why when I would fight, I would have my house in Big Bear, my camp at Big Bear, because I'm in altitude. So I gotta be ready in altitude. So we're coming down from altitude. They're not gonna even know. They're gonna be like, they're throwing combinations and not getting tired for nothing because of the hard work we put in already.
Gotta pay your dues. Gotta pay your dues.
Absolutely, man. No, man, I'm excited for you. I want to ask, though, obviously, this may be a little private, but being as though that he got the offer with Top Rank, was there any offers for the other 2 brothers and you just didn't like them, or were they not interested in you? And if that's the case, are you using that as motivation? Like, motherfucker, I'm gonna show y'all.
I mean, it was little offers, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't anything that we wanted to bite on.
But look,
you know what I'm saying?
This is what it was. It was that.
But I mean specifically from Bob.
Bob Aram
told
us, because me and my wife were there, and so before that, he goes, look, Fernando, I want to get your kids, the rest of them on with Top Rank, but I have so many fighters that, I'm waiting for some few to fall off so I can put them in. But know that I want to put them in. I said, all right, Bob, thank you. Appreciate that. But this was going to keep my boys hungrier for them to not have a home somewhere. And so that way they could perform and be like, I belong somewhere.
But not just that, my brother's going to have the opportunity to get fights consistently and show the world that I can fight. You know what I'm saying? And I think, hey, if I was in that space too, I would be doing the same. I'd be fighting almost every month. I'd be telling my manager, give me a fight almost every month. You know what I'm saying? My brothers are doing it. They're gonna be
But
fighting.
you share the same manager, right?
No, 140%.
Yeah, Eggies.
And we have phenomenal management. I know my brother's gonna be taken care of, and I'm gonna support them 140%. They're fighting somewhere. I'm gonna post for them. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna.
I think,
you know what I'm saying?
I think me and you might have talked off camera about it, but I think it's almost like a good thing, right? Because
It is, bro.
Because you're on ESPN Plus, and now you had your brothers in your corner, and they got to get their shine to the ESPN audience. And now next weekend, it'll be the Regis versus Cepeda audience in LA. And they're the ones fighting, but now you'll be there and you get to get. So it's like the Dynasty gets to be spread amongst, multiple platforms, and you guys are able to grow, together, I feel like.
No, yeah. Look, the knockout are gonna come. Different networks. The networks are phenomenal, but at the end of the day, we got to put in the work. So we're gonna do our part. Gratefully the networks want to have us on there, and I know we're gonna get a lot of love in LA. Definitely.
That's what I meant to specifically, like, if you use that as fuel for the fire, if you use that as, you on that bag, like, I'm gonna show Bruce Trampler he fucking got it wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not just Top Rank. Yes, though. I know every time we fight, there's scouts potentially. There's people tuning in from different platforms. So, and I know they're scratching their head like, well, I don't know, his age, it's my age, and this and that. But a lot of these Olympians now that are signed, they're a lot older now. The boxing world has changed, but I believe in my skill. I really do.
Not just that, but he didn't, get the wear and tear of the so many years of amateur boxing, the 100, the 200, the 300 amateur fights. He had like 50 amateur, right? 40 something? No,
I had
30?
like 30 some.
30 some.
30 some.
So,
Man, champ, you good. You're young.
I know.
You know what I mean?
So that's what I'm saying. It's like he can go till he's 41, 42, 43 because, he's only 25 right now. You know what I mean? So 26, I'm sorry. 26 right now. And so, we're going to be continuing to pick up the opponents for him.
But if another, like you said, it's more promotion for us. So if a Golden Boy has a good offer or a good offer for me, or if a PBC has a good offer for me, all around the board, not just money, like, are you gonna take care of me, guide my career? Because I know a lot of the times my dad always tells me, son, my mistakes in my career, what has happened to me, it's not gonna happen to you guys. So, they're not gonna rush at me. I know they want to see him with Shakur. I know they want to see him with Ryan Garcia, and we have to hold the brakes on Emmy because he's so eager. But it's like, you're gonna get there, bro. But it's experience, time, and a place, and we trust our Father's counsel. So every time we fight, we just know we got to look phenomenal. That's it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do my matchmaking so the Top Rank could get you on Emmy's next card. You're fighting a common opponent with Pablo Valdez. You probably don't know him, but beautiful.
Oh, you know what? The guy, he's
Edgar
on Baranga's team, right?
Edgar Belanga's,
Stablemate?
right hand man.
Okay.
But he's Dominican / Puerto Rican, 40 years old. So you got the Mexico-Puerto Rican rivalry. He's undefeated as well. But again, you got the youth on him, and y'all share a common opponent if you can get the win, obviously. Because, the person you're fighting has fought him. He went to decision. So also, if you do better, there's that
Comparison.
storyline and a comparison. And then, you got someone for Top Rank to, because they know him already. He's been on those cards. Just saying, putting it out to the universe.
Look, man, for people to say you're old, like you were saying.
No, he's not old. I'm saying Pablo's 40.
No. He was saying how, people say, his age, he turned, bro. Better Beef turned pro like right before turning 29.
No, bro, but look at Sergio Martinez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Sergio
And look how
Martinez.
good he became.
It is what you make it.
It's all what you put here. Like my dad
Absolutely.
says, "Oh, Feroz, no one's ever been champion out of Oxnard. You're not gonna be champion. World. I'm gonna be the first." So that belief in yourself, that vision that you see, you hitting the bag when you going to sleep, your wallpaper, it should be towards your goal. So I know, it's in our blood, and nothing's ever too late. But if that presents itself, Ness, that I'm open for all smoke. But at the end of the day, we have to run it through management, and we have to run it through my pops. See what's good. So,
Got a couple questions from the people. Victor Banuelo says, "What's up, champ? This is for you, obviously, Junior." He says, "What's up, champ? This is a random, but would you rather take a left hook to the liver by Canelo for $1 million or take a right hand to the chin by Wilder for $10 million?"
Yeah, body shot.
body shot. If Deontay will snatch your soul. Like Deontay separates like your,
especially that right hand, man.
body shots hurt, but yeah, Deontay, his power is like,
Bro,
oh my goodness.
10 million though.
But are you no 10 million? But are you gonna be alive?
Right.
Are you
Am I gonna be able to have
In a coma, you know what I'm
could
saying?
there be a beneficiary?
and then think about it.
Come on, Pop.
That's a right hand to the jaw. You love to smile, champ. Are you gonna want a reconstructed face?
Be like, Quagmire, bro. I don't know.
He's funny. He's funny. I got Cisco Promotion says, this is Cisco from the Bronx. Which current fighter is your favorite fighter to watch and why?
I have a few. I like Jerron Ennis, switch hitter, very underrated, a lot of risk. I like Benavidez, tons of punches. Canelo, of course, the body shot. I study a lot of different fighters. You know, T.O. I just like studying and kind of picking a little bit from everybody. But I'll say right now, one of my favorite fighters, probably has to be Benavidez.
David.
What do you think of his March matchup with Caleb Plant?
Caleb. Yeah, you know what?
Bro, they got so many years of history. I can't wait.
There's a lot of stuff right on YouTube and the little scuffle at City Athletic, and you know, we know. But I keep it cordial with Caleb. So, but David's my guy, and you know, I just feel the person that digs at the end and makes the least amount of mistakes is gonna win, because Caleb, he surprised me with Canelo. He boxed longer than I thought he would.
I picked the decision, bro. Not for him to win, for him to make it.
Okay.
But you know, obviously he got stopped. But I was almost, you know, in the money.
What about you? I mean, who are you watching? Who do you like to watch, and who are you learning from?
I definitely, it's a lot, man. But Canelo for sure. I mean, I watched some of his clips before sparring, just combinations, the overhands, uppercuts, body shots. Everything's a combination. You know what I'm saying? And I like studying everybody. I like Benavidez. I like Canelo. You know, Caleb. A lot of people saying I knocked the guy out with the
it was
Caleb
like Caleb
combo. Body shot, left hook. He caught what is it, Darrell?
Darrell with
Yeah. So man. I just
was that a shot that you watched?
Oh well, I mean, I was throwing the left hook to the body in the first round a lot. I noticed that every time that I threw that, he would kind of like drop it. So
It was kind of almost like a jab, even.
a little bit.
That's what I said.
It was
that
like, well, it was coming as a
looked
hook, and then
I forgot what trainer was on the show. He was like, yeah, what happened was the dude was out of range, so you extended the left hook. That's why it looked like I was like, yo, that should look like a power left, like a
Or
jab.
Well, the thing is, I can fight southpaw too. So when I turn southpaw, this is my straight left too. So sometimes, like, I'll turn southpaw and just throw it, and I'll catch people off guard because, you know, this, I mean, still my left hook. It's still, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel I could hit hard with both hands.
I asked Emmy, I was like, did you see that shit coming, bro? He was like, I just threw that bitch.
I did. I really did. But you know what?
just threw it.
And this is why I'm so grateful to have my dad in my corner, because, you know, like I said, the first round I kind of wanted to go out there and make the motherfucker feel my shot.
I've been noticing about that. Like, you have that. Like, I feel like you're gonna have an issue with him telling him not to get into a fight and be a boxer more than a fighter.
I don't think so. Because
sure?
I'm pretty positive.
But I'll listen though. Like, even sparring Linares, sometimes like I have to box with him. I have to box. But sometimes I want to push him back just for me, my mental, like, okay, I could fight in the inside with him. I could take him back for a little bit. And, you know, sometimes I'll be in there for a little too long, and my dad would be like screaming from the corner, just box, box, box. And then I'll listen to it. I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll box.
So he came to the
You know what I'm
corner.
saying?
So he came to the corner, and I'm like, son, what the hell you doing? He goes, what do you mean? I go, like, you just stay quiet. I go, what the hell you doing putting pressure on this fool?
Yeah.
You want to try too hard. When you try it too hard, it never works out.
Yeah.
I go, box. This motherfucker can't hold a candle to you. Come on, box this fool. And use your ring, use your intelligence. Pick up your hands.
Yeah.
He got hit with a few little shots that never get hit with. But I'm like, pick up your hands. What are you doing? And he started, and at the end of the round, he goes, okay. At the, the next round, the second round, he goes, okay, Dad. He went in, did his thing.
Evangelista Cotto had a lot of issues with, obviously, Miguel Cotto. He's infamously known for dando una pecosada a Cotto in the corner. Do you ever think you're going to have to, like, smack them into reality? Like, yo, it's round 6.
Wake the fuck up.
But I don't think that I'll ever slap him. But I'll be like,
He has slapped me in sparring, though.
But I might. Yeah, well, he deserved it at that time.
So it might happen in the real fight.
But what's gonna happen is, like, I'm gonna be like, talk very stern. What the fuck you doing? I go, so hey, that's not the way we work. That's not the way that I told you to go out there. What the fuck you doing? Get back to what I told you to do, and let's get back to work and watch how you're gonna win. So it'll be that sternful talk. That where I'm shitting on him, but never to slap him. Why? He's getting hit already with some. He's already getting hit already.
I got Canna in Nebraska for Vargas Jr. He says, salute Vargas Dynasty. Great stoppage, Emiliano. Oh, no question, just showing respect to the family. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Saludos.
Oscar D says, yo, salute to the Vargas Dynasty. I remember watching Fernando Sr. when I was young with the bangs.
Did he have it? Did he have it?
Me and my little homies rocked that hairstyle after seeing him put mofos down.
Got him.
So no question, just showing you love.
Thank you.
And obviously my producer says, I'm sure y'all don't know, but Tank and Ryan just got announced while we've been
So
there.
signed.
Signed. They both have
Is there a
posted.
fight date though?
They
official?
signed.
They said April.
It's official. Dazn even came out and said that they're happy, but there is, he made it clear, there's still a little bit, like Joe McCroskey of Dazn said, there's still a little bit to get, like, done, but pretty much it's done. They got fight posters and the date. I can't believe because
And Tank announced it
yesterday.
No. Tank.
Yeah, I saw that
no.
too.
He deleted it, and he said DC.
No.
If Ryan Garcia
Bro,
is going
bro,
to DC,
listen.
I'm going to just say
Did you not
everything
see?
I've ever said,
See,
I changed
Nesta
it.
don't listen. He don't know how to read, bro. Tank in that post right there that you have right there. He said, "I'm fighting January 7th, and then it's Ryan's ass in April." So
Oh, wow, really?
So what is that, like a tune-up, or what is he doing?
I don't know who. I don't know who. So
wanna-
I can't say a tune-up, but he says
Well,
it right
compared
there.
to Ryan, I'm sure it's gonna be, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
Right.
wow. He said, tell him get the Brinks trucks ready.
That's right. That's right.
Yo, Fernando, I wanted to ask, girl, when you were
Well, they never answered what they think of the fight.
no. Oh yeah, go ahead.
It's announced. It's
What you-
done.
what y'all
Paz,
think of the
you
fight?
What you think, Paz?
Who's
Ryan and
Ryan
Gervonta.
Garcia, Gervonta Davis.
Look, man,
Malik.
it's gonna be a great fight, and the fans are gonna win. That's what I'm saying.
You
Politically
too?
correct.
Political?
Politically correct, Vato.
I just feel on paper it's Gervonta, right? And even me, I was so sold out just one side. Like, Ryan ain't never been through what Gervonta's been through. I mean, you see Gervonta's emotion after he knocks people out. He's gonna catch him with some uppercut. I don't know. I think he's very dangerous because I'm a Southpaw. So I just feel if he tries to just press like a Fortuna, or I forgot it was one guy who tried to just walk Ryan Garcia down, and then he just got clipped over the doom. He may be a one-trick pony, but that one-trick pony works. So my whole thing is just a left hook. If he could cut that distance, it's the distance part. So when you got to earn that distance. So if he's able to catch and shoot and get off and stay close, because Ryan tends to get tall on the ropes, I think it's Gervonta. But if Ryan lands that left hook, it's night-night. in my opinion. But Gervonta got that knockout power too. So it's 50-50 in my opinion.
So, Coach, Ryan is the orthodox fighter. So if Tank keeps that right leg on the outside and keeps circling, Ryan has to throw that right cross his chest, which never actually lands. Is he capable, in your opinion, of, I guess, changing the trajectory of the fight so that he can cut?
I think he could do that. You know, he's a pretty skilled young man, and so I think he could do it. Why not?
Because he couldn't do it in his last 2 fights. He ain't cut off the ring one time. And
You're right about that.
He's a tank lover.
No. I'm just saying, bro. I swear to God, I think it was like 19 rounds. He didn't cut off the ring one time.
Now that fight's done, though, do you think it's bigger than Crawford and Bud?
It was always bigger than Crawford and Spence.
I think it'd be bigger.
Yeah.
Shit, Crawford and Bud is the same person.
Yes, it is.
I meant Spence and
Okay.
Crawford.
Yeah. I just feel that fight's dragging out long. It's going to be like a Pacquiao Mayweather at this point. You know what I'm saying? They're getting older. They've been at their prime. I just feel they just need to get it on already. How much more money can you milk? If you're so confident in your skills, someone has to take a lesser, I don't know about purse bidding or anything like my dad knows more about that, but it's just like, you guys just got to give the fans what we're trying to see already. And one say, no, it's you. And then, no, he's lying. And then it's just like, no, mom, he did it. No, he like,
You don't know who's
who did
lying.
it?
You don't know who's
just
lying.
fight already. And it's just like the WBC, I'm glad that they ordered all these different fights because once the WBC ordered that, I was like, okay, we're starting to see, I think it's going to be Wilder and Ruiz. That's going to be a very good matchup.
Bro, none of that matters.
It does matter.
No, because
Public perception adds pressure. Like, why you think Shakur is consistently saying, yeah, I'll fight him, because he knows that the public wants to see him with Isaac. And if he start talking that political shit,
Right.
they gonna think he doesn't want the
bro,
fight.
but Earl got 3 belts, so it's like not just do I have to defend my BC, I got to defend the BA, the IBF.
No, I get you on that.
So it's like I say it don't matter because
But who's the big homie, Fernando? Is the WBA or the fucking WBC? So if the WBC say Thurman, it's Thurman.
I mean, the WBC had Tank as Devon's mandatory when Devon first became champion. That fight never happened.
They can't make you
Fuck
fight.
politics. Fight each other.
They can't make Tank fight Devin. They can't make Tank fight Devin.
So how much did that matter? You know what I'm saying?
Again, Tank is his own business, not
You right.
Ruiz.
No, you
Ruiz
right.
ain't been doing well on pay-per-view. He need Wilder. That's
right.
spontaneous combustion.
And-
Those two on
and
pay-per-view will sell.
And Wilder needs Ruiz too.
Those two on
Yeah.
pay-per-view will sell.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
going to sell. But I got one for Emiliano over here. Thank you for coming on the show. We tried to connect Amado via video to surprise all of you guys, but
Man, that
that
would've been
didn't
dope.
work. He was in training. Question for all 3 of you is, there was a ridiculous debate on this show a while back, this guy. So I'm going to use this chance to get 3/4 of the Vargas dynasty to settle it. First off, Ness, do not lead the witness. Let them answer. Okay.
Damn, lawyer.
For which of these 2 fighters is it harder to continue to make weight in their current weight class? Is it harder for Devin to make 135, or is it harder for Earl Spence Jr. to continue to make 147?
They both look drained.
Yeah, I think Devin a little bit more though.
Devin looked like a
He
skeleton. I
looked-
know the vibes, like the hoodie, like you're not caring about media. You just want to step on the scale, but he looked really scared. I don't know how much longer he could be there, honestly, than me. But
I definitely do think Devin. But what you think, Pops?
I think to be depleted, I think Devin.
Yeah.
So with that, since all of you guys feel he looked that bad, do you think he fights Loma or he vacates and moves up?
I think he might want to fight Loma, but I don't know.
I think 1 or 2 fights max.
Yeah.
Also, you think he still can make the weight?
I mean, if he could push it.
He came in under, by the way. I
did,
think.
really?
Did he?
He was a half pound under.
Wow.
Didn't take draws off or nothing like that.
Wow.
He's a Devin Haney fan. You see how offensive he
Damn.
gets?
No. Hey, happy
You see how
birthday,
he-
champ. No, I'm just saying.
Chill, it's
No, but
okay.
it's all on Devin. Honestly,
Emiliano's
he,
coming.
Yeah.
he knows his body. You know what I'm saying?
I said the
So-
same thing, by the way. When
Devin's
we
a
had
big
Bill,
boy. Devin's
when
a
we
big
had
boy.
Bill on the show, I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I think he looked a little. He's like, look at the weight. He's like, look at the weight. He's like, if we would have been, struggling, he probably would have had to drop draws. Why would we be half a pound under if we're struggling? So I was like, that's fair.
And all that goes in your preparation, you know. I know my dad had chefs and nutritionists, and you're cutting the weight properly, 2-month camp, and you do everything correctly, you know, the weight should come off easy, you know. So, hey, Devin's a hell of a fighter, talented, and he did great against Cambosos. I can't wait to see him against Loma, though. That's going to be a good fight.
For sure.
Definitely going to be a good one. I got to ask before I forget, because I forgot earlier, and so I stopped myself.
Shout out to Haldane.
Yeah, shout out to Hardin.
Okay.
They keep our minds stimulated. So,
Brought to you by.
so your father, not just a star in the ring, but we've seen him on the big screen.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake, Alpha Dog. How did that come about? And can we see you guys make an adult appearance in the movie?
Adult appearance. Whoa, whoa. Fix that up, bro.
Yeah.
How did you get your boy?
No. I say that because they've been on the big screen before.
I get
as
you,
kids,
Right?
It's
kids.
us teasing you, man.
So
It's all good.
Frankie Casavetes was my strength and conditioning coach when I was fighting, and his brother happens to be Nicky Casavetes, the writer of the Notebook, of Your Mother's Keeper, and
Yeah, big director.
big movies. So I'm working out, and he shows up one day. He goes, "You want to be in the movie?" And I go, "What movie?" He goes, "Well, you know, we're gonna do Alpha Dog, and it's gonna be Justin Timberlake and a bunch of other actors." I go, "You don't gotta tell me twice. Let's go." And everybody goes, "Man, you did an amazing." I told Vato, because I called him. I started, you know, trying to see who this dude was. He was a, you know, half Mexican, half white Vato that, you know, grew up in Simi Valley, California, where there's no big crime. But I talked to him over the phone. I go, I know he got out because he was the only one that got out. And so I talked to him on the phone. I said, "Vato, I'm gonna make you so hard, you're gonna thank me later." So everybody tells me, "Man, you did great as an actor." I go, "I wasn't acting. That was me."
That's funny. And then you, even before that, what was it? Moesha you were?
Moesha.
Yeah.
Stiletto with Tom Berenger.
Yeah.
But
You getting them royalty checks or what?
think I'm not?
You think I'm not? Yeah.
Onyx was gonna get a whole lot of Vargas early.
I saw Alpha Dog over the weekend while I was recovering from Mexico.
Doing research?
Nah, bro. I've seen it before. I just threw it on the TV. I honestly, like, in the moment, forgot that you were in it. So when the part comes up,
Like,
it was-
oh shit.
Why
Yeah, it
wouldn't
was
you
pretty
put a
dope.
story up on real? Like, oh shit! Shout out to the Vato.
There you go.
I ain't even think, champ. I was sick.
So now that you are with Top Rank, does the Dynasty get to use the Top Rank facility?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
We've even beforehand. I know my man Frank Stee. I call him Frank Stees over there. He's a good dude.
For
He
sure.
said, "This
Shout
is
out
your-
to Frank.
Shout
yeah,
out to
this
Frank.
is your
Yeah, Frank, good
gym,
guy.
champ. Whatever you need, you know I got you. I got nothing but love for you." Hey man, say no more. Thank you. Appreciate you, my brother.
Vato, man.
And it works out because we get the best work there. You get people who are, you know, up and coming. You know, you got a whole bunch of people in there. Berlanga, you got these Olympians in there. You got Troy Isley in there. So it's just, for us, it's great work.
And the cool thing
Speaking
too
of
is
Troy-
I feel like the stars that want to be in a boxing gym, that's the gym. Like we saw Deji, he was just in there with cash flow
with
getting
Cash,
working.
yup.
And then, you know, there's been like, you know, just from other athletes, NBA, NFL, whatever, they'll come through there. You know, we see a lot more private events. So, you know, I think for the fighters using the gym, it's a great opportunity to interact and mingle.
Correct.
Speaking of Troy, it reminded me that I was looking at your weight, and you've gotten down this last fight to 151. So, like, are you officially trying to campaign at 47, or are you testing the waters?
Yeah, since this layoff, since the Triller fight, I was like, my manager's like, what weight do you find that? I'm like 54. I'm not going to kill myself, but I do still feel like I could still cut
time.
more. You know what
You
I
can
mean?
still
Like
cut
where
more.
I still feel myself, like I know where I could cut a little more. You're going to feel dehydrated. You're going to feel a little depleted to make the weight, but I feel at 47, Like
Just
I could really
imagine-
be a
just
threat and a
ima-
problem.
He's a threat anyways. He's a threat anyways. But imagine.
I spar big guys, you know. So just if I'm already used to their shots, me at 47, you know, will be a
You'll be a
great
monster.
advantage.
You'll be a monster
Now-
in 47.
Now, obviously, your box rec shows you as high as 159. Does that mean, because those are fight night weigh-in, or rather weigh-in day weigh-in, so does that mean that you've sparred Adames out here? Carlos Adames?
I did.
What?
Yeah, that dude's no joke. He just became world champion, correct?
Interim.
Interim.
He could have been elevated. Shout out to him.
He was
at-
Charlo next, right?
No, he was at the convention, and Charlo hasn't fought in 500 and something days. He hasn't had a defense.
Wow.
And they were like, we can elevate. He said, nah, I want to fight the champ. So I never seen no shit like that, because that, you know, being elevated, you get the more money. Like,
Yeah.
I'll fight the champ as the champ. Fuck all that. But what was that like?
Nah, everybody like it doesn't want to go in there and spar with him, but that's the only way I'm gonna learn. I want real life, like where this guy's trying to get me out of there type of moments where it's just me and him in there. I can't look at my dad like tying up. Like, nah, you gotta box. You gotta do both with him, because he's the type that he hits really. He's probably one of the hardest punches I've ever been in there with.
We've been hearing that, bro.
Very strong, bro. Every shot get you out of there. But you know, we would spar like that back and forth, but then, you know, he has respect for my pops, so then we would work a lot more. And I appreciate that, because then I'm able to get the rounds
and you're
in.
only 6-0.
Right.
Yeah.
But
But you know, there's always egos. There's always egos in sparring and egos in the gym.
And that
You know-
last name, is it hard? Is it hard for people to work with you because everybody wants to beat the name out of you?
definitely, I feel people just, even world champions, they'll say they'll work, and then my dad just says this is the rule. And fighters know this. It's the measure. Whatever they're on, you're on. If they want to work, get your rounds in, you know, work on stuff, you do that. But if they're coming with certain energy, you got to dish out too. So, and that only makes me a better fighter. If I, like Emmy, when he was in there with these different people, you know, like Linares, Amado in there with Gervonta Davis, it makes your head so strong. Like, this guy's not even going to mess with me. I know that.
I walked in there with so much confidence. You have no idea. Yeah, it was good. Sparring Linares.
So there's this kid that once in a while he's out here, but I think he's originally from Houston, right? What's my man, the Cuban Puerto Rican?
Fraudes Rojas.
Oh, yeah, that's my
We call
guy.
him
We spar all the
Freddie.
That's
time.
my guy too.
He's nice with it too.
He's fucking nice, bro.
I like
So you
him.
work with him too?
Yeah, he's, you know, has a young baby face like me, and he don't look like he could be a killer, man. But you
he's
see
nice.
him put the gloves on, and nah, man, he did his thing in the amateurs, and we get work all the time. So he's a good southpaw. Shout out to Freddie Rojas. He's up and coming too, getting his fights in.
Yeah,
and
he is.
Damn,
I don't think he
Southpaw's
signs to
not-
anybody either, though, right?
James Prince.
James Prince, but see management, but see it's like and people who know like around his weight, he's a dog.
He is.
So everybody's path's different. Shout out to Freddie Rojas. I know you're gonna tear it up, bro.
Yeah, I think he's like 10-0 right now.
See?
He should,
So-
and he might have 10 KOs. I'm waiting for some. I'm shocked that he spars that much in Top Rank. They haven't even put him on a card
I
yet, because
know.
he nice.
No, super nice.
He
I like
nice.
him.
I'm waiting for the fucking bookies to put him on so I can rake. They don't know who he is. They don't know who he is yet.
Right.
So it's funny, as a southpaw, it's supposed to be difficult, but there's a lot of southpaws out here for you.
Yeah. No, it's good work. I think for me, sometimes I like to be in, the shoulder roll just to answer some shots, but then I go back to picking my hands up. But my dad only likes me sometimes you could counter off of that. But when you're in the inside, I don't like to do that, because you got to have them hands up, man. With small gloves, you can get touched. So, but I think with southpaw, you're rolling shots and you're catching left hooks. Like if it was a left hook, so it's right hooks for us. But I find it relatively, easier, honestly. Like I know I see a lot more orthodox in southpaw, so we're a battle of our jab and our feet. But I like sparring southpaws.
And I'm assuming not only are you gotten work with Mendoza, but y'all should be friends. What's your thoughts on his big win over Jason Rosario?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's my guy.
I've seen you guys at Solace, so I'm sure.
I was actually Herman, Banana's trainer, he actually had me out there for a training camp. So I was his sparring partner when he fought, was it Lubin? I believe so, Lubin. So we were out there in Miami, never been in Miami. I'm over here, oh yeah, Bobby Chico. There were so many Cubans. I was like, it's cool out there. It's
Mexicans
different.
are a rare breed.
They got their boxing gym and a tire shop.
No,
And
I've
then-
been there,
man.
bro.
No, this is
I've
crazy.
been there.
Emmy.
It's like jail cells
Bro,
where they sleep.
I cannot hear the ding, ding, ding. Bro,
El
30 second bell every 2
tropical.
seconds.
Es el pollo tropical and bubitra.
What you know about Booby Trap?
And then,
He 18.
and then,
We're not in court.
Yo, Pop's got him in booby traps at
booby
18s. Oh, shit. That's
Come on. Hey,
amazing.
look, I tell you like this. We have a beautiful relationship with my father, man, and my pops even told me, man, like stuff like that is huge for him because, you know, obviously my dad didn't have a father, and man, we have a phenomenal relationship. My dad's in the stall, I'll push him in the stall. We'll joke around,
when
but
I'm urinating,
But we create so many memories with
Yeah.
this boxing stuff, man. Like we were out there for that training camp. We were out there grinding, man. And I actually had my second to last
Damn,
amateur
so
fight for
that means you were sparring with Michelle. If
Yeah.
Yeah, Michelle, yeah.
I was sparring with him.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah. What
They
you
wa-
think? Is he got it for Frank Martin or you don't know
That's
enough?
who he's fighting next.
Yeah,
Frank Martin
oh,
sharp.
no,
Yeah.
he's definitely a sharp fighter, man. Definitely a sharp fighter. We were mixing it up. It was
What's
good.
that power like? Because he went 12 that last fight. I didn't think he was going to. I thought he was going to stop that guy.
Well, I mean, I sparred him like a year ago.
Yeah.
But he pretty much the whole camp, and man, he's sharp. He's not the craziest power, but he's accurate. He's accurate. You know what I'm saying? And any shots to the head, you know, you consistently you're gonna get touched up. So
How was it for you? Like, did you open up right away, or were you a little bit like, fucking Ali, you ain't even fucking black?
I didn't look. Yeah, hey, market is marketing, man. I get you. You look.
Speaks the truth.
I can't.
Fucking Ness.
You're a fool.
I'm just saying, did you feel
I
that
feel-
way? Cause
No. Well,
I know
I
people
really
that feel that way.
I'll
Like,
be real,
from
I-
the family, from the real Ali family, they feel like that. Like,
You're
bro,
not
like
Ali.
you're not Ali.
Yeah.
I
I'm just
felt I
saying.
really like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know who he was until like I followed him on the gram. I was like, okay, you fight for PBC, that's dope.
Oh, okay.
Got like the whole Ali thing going on.
Oh, Ali.
The
did.
haircut.
Hey,
Never
look,
related to
bro,
Ali.
marketing is marketing, man. If
Yeah,
you
black and white trunks.
if it sells, it sells, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it works, it works. But you know, we got this whole Vargas Dynasty going on. People, and there's some people like Dynasty, blah blah blah. Bro,
What dynasty?
yeah,
Where
cut
is
it out. Cut it out, bro.
Come on, man.
Look, it's working for a man, and I wish him nothing but the best, man. He's a
Yeah.
great fighter. He's a great fighter.
No, listen, he's Dominican. I wish him nothing for the best, but I know that it rubs some people the wrong with
Yeah.
it. Instead of them being like, oh, wow, you showing homage to Ali, it's like,
Bro,
Yeah.
it's like the fake Canelo running around.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
we know. We all know that
Bro, I
clown.
can't stand him, bro.
We all know that
it's
clown. I can't stand
and he's
that fool.
everywhere.
and
he-
that's
he
what I'm
thinks he's
saying.
someone.
And that's what I'm saying. Not everybody's like, oh
clown.
wow, you're paying homage to Muhammad. So, you know, just ask
To
him.
answer that, I'm cool with both. So Brian's my guy. We always get work with Salas, and he's always respectful. You know what I'm saying? We get good work. And then Banana was out there for a training camp. So when I saw him, he was like, yeah, I got this opportunity. Bro, I've been in the gym. They think they're catching me on a
Bro,
2-week notice. I've
Brian
been
told
working.
you that.
Brian told me
Bro,
that.
we
told
robbed
him
the-
that.
we robbed the bank.
I
We
knew
robbed
it.
the bank.
The
Y'all knew
minute-
it?
Yeah,
Bro,
because
what?
because Salas was training what's his
Yo
name?
Elvis. Yo
Elvis
Elvis.
Gomez.
Oh, yeah, I sparred with him too.
He was supposed to fight Jason
He
Rosario.
was supposed to.
He got injured or COVID or sick something. So
Something.
it's like, bro, they slid in Brian in 1 week. I'm like, bro, that's his sparring partner. He's in shape.
And look,
Bro.
it's like a
Put
like an
all the
Andy
money on
Ruiz
him.
type of
Absolutely.
thing. Hey, you stay ready like my dad's see. You stay
But
ready.
it was even better because, again, Salas trains
Yeah,
them both. So it's like
true.
same
Wow.
game plan. I knew it.
I just felt, you know, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna just be honest. I just felt, you know, Rosario kind of.
He
I
don't
don't know.
train hard
He
enough.
finds ways out to the body, and it's just
He don't
like
train hard enough.
I don't know what it is, man. You know, I wish
You
him
was
nothing
in
but the
camp.
best.
Was he running when you was in camp?
Yeah, he was running. He was doing his thing, but I just feel like
Did he have the Snickers
course he
under the
was.
bed?
Yeah, we heard the rumors of the
Man,
Snicker bars under the
Snicker
mattress.
bars under el colchón.
I don't know about that, man.
Oh, wow.
But I
They
was
got a
just,
good
I told
system
Brian, I
down
was
there,
like,
though.
whoever wins, man, wins. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's a fight. Sometimes your friends fight, and you're just like, you gotta sit back and just, you can't really say much in the crowd, you know?
I got asked though. Y'all went to Casido's gym, but y'all didn't stay in them cells, right? Y'all had your own hotel.
You thought my dad was
that
gonna
was
stay in the
crazy.
cell?
Hey, what's up, brother?
That was crazy, man. That was crazy, man.
Bro, but the people that go through that, they show they want to be champions. Michelle's been in that 10 by 10 since he started his career. Cassius Chaney was there.
Listen, I get the
Carlos
whole concept, but I'm not gonna be there.
That's a tire. That's like a taller.
Tire
It's
shop.
like a.
It's a taller, yeah.
A taller. You go open it, and this guy
It's a
made
gym
rooms,
inside.
Yeah,
this
man.
gym, and the
But
people
look,
living
look,
upstairs. Like, what the hell?
That's hunger, and I respect that.
Yeah.
And then you got the other.
Listen,
the other side
Rosario
of that.
became world champion there, but he lost that hunger.
Yeah.
But he was there to become world champion.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And
You're
Michelle's
definitely hungry
Chris
there.
Colbert goes down there. Danny
Yeah.
Garcia
I
trains in
sparred-
there.
I
He actually
sparred
sparred
Chris.
him out there.
In there.
I did. It was a
Was
good
that for the
experience.
De Los Santos fight? I mean,
Ah.
for the Hector Garcia fight?
I don't know, but
around the same
I
time
know
with Lubin.
I was sparring him,
Oh, so
and
no, way before.
we only did like 2 rounds. I guess he had like an injury with his ribs or something like that.
Oh, that body shot?
I think so.
No,
like-
that you hit him with?
No, well, he had a pre-existing, so like, I kind of, like I said, matching energy, so it's kind of like that's it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Because he talks a lot during sparring. I've watched him spar. He's
Nah,
not
it
a
was
quiet
real
sparrer.
respectful, man. It was
Really?
real respectful.
He
man.
wasn't talking slick at all.
at all.
I'm sure he has respect for my
No,
pops,
for
you
sure,
know?
for sure.
But
But it
sometimes
was-
they
it
can
was
come
good
with
work.
like with respect, like, oh nah, like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some good work. Or they just want to be like clowns and just talk. But they were respectful when they
Yeah,
sparred.
he's a good guy, man.
How was it? Because he's sharp.
Yeah, no, definitely he's sharp.
But it was only 2 rounds, not
Yeah,
enough
it
to
wasn't
assess.
No. I think I would love for him to spar with him again, more rounds and stuff like that. But I don't think I was sparring to my full capability. Neither was he. So, yeah, but man, good guy. It was a good experience just being there with him.
You
and-
sparred everybody, huh?
bro.
Everyone.
Look, this is the school. This is the school of some. Look, sometimes you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Word.
And it's part of it,
Yeah.
man. This is where you learn. Your losses, as an amateur, some of my biggest losses were some of my biggest learning experiences because, I lost to a guy that was super taller than me. I was 10, 11 years old. I sparred nothing but taller guys. I don't have that problem anymore. I fought a southpaw. He beat me. I found out how to beat a southpaw and
how to fight
fight
yourself,
fight
fight
being
like southpaw.
Yeah.
So it's just things you learn. Obviously, getting your ass kicked, and that's part of it, man. And this is truly, the sport that is as close to analogy as life as it can get. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely.
Coach, am I just too novice, or is a good southpaw, can he take away the orthodox fighter's jab? Or am I just,
Emiliano?
or am I, no, I'm just saying, in general, am I just a novice?
"No one."
Am I just a novice, fighter on the outside looking in, or can a good southpaw force the orthodox fighter not to use his jab?
When I fought Winky Wright, I didn't use my jab too much, but I hit those body shots. I tell you, those body shots were great. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's all the positioning of the feet. You know what I mean? So I always tell my boys when you're fighting a southpaw, put your left foot outside of his right foot. So that's my thoughts on that.
Just ask, because every time, you see them sparring or fighting, they end up, one guy is hitting the other guy's glove. Like, you're just jockeying for position, looking for that straight left or that straight right.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
So,
that's all it is.
but it's usually the southpaw that's doing that because as the orthodox fighter, like the jab is not lined up properly.
Correct.
Yeah, but people forget too. Like the southpaw has the same position as you do. It's just flip. It's flip for him too. So it's like obviously Shakur does a good job with that with distance. Like he don't let you get off. But people forget that as an orthodox, put that jab in his face too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shakur is always touching.
Or you don't even gotta throw
Jab,
it out.
jab.
Just put something in the
So,
face.
It's all it is too, man. People forget that
Yeah.
it's flip for him too. So it's the same exact thing. Everything that's open to him is open to you.
Yeah.
Over the top,
I
under.
feel like the southpaw could come over that jab easier than
Yeah.
the orthodox fighter, right?
Well, he knows how to fight southpaw, so
No, I mean, look, if whoever's hand is on top, I can come over. You know what I'm saying? If his hand is on top of mine, then obviously he's gonna come over.
And
so.
feints help a lot.
Yeah,
Because
for
you're
sure.
touching here, but if you're feigning, they're not gonna know, especially with the slick fighter, you got to throw a lot of feints because, you know, a lot of black fighters, they pick up on that. They're very athletic. So if you just throw a jab like this, same rhythm, jab to the body, they'll counter you over the top, or they're very slick. So if you throw feints in there and you double jab and you jab or you mix it up, you know, like my dad says, you got to be a master of that lead hand, jab, uppercut, you know, jab, jab, stepping over, just doing different things, then, you know, you're able to not be so predictable.
For sure. Well, those are all my questions, man. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Take this picture with the Dynasty. We want to thank you guys for coming in studio. We are going to be live at the fight, and we will be streaming from your fight. Actually, Marv Nation got us a table, internet, and all that good stuff, so we'll be out there.
You didn't even tell me.
Yeah, I mean, you've been extra
He's just
busy,
told
bro.
you right now.
And he's just been busy last 48. It's been a little bit difficult, but yeah, we got everything. I'm actually
That's dope. Let's go.
yeah, we ready to rock and roll. We need to look for a room is what we need to look for. Even though they're trying to see if they get us one in the Fighter Hotel.
Word.
That being said, catch us tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Let them know where they can find you guys.
Look who it is.
Oh.
Coach Dewey Cooper.
That's right.
What up, Coach? That's funny. We will be back tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific. Don't miss out. Emmy, let the fans know where to follow you. Same thing with you guys.
At Emiliano Vargas, and then our Vargas Dynasty page is Vargas Dynasty _
Junior.
Instagram at Fernando Vargas _Jr.
At _Fernando Vargas.
And we are the Boxing Voice, Nest GTO, Bring Vogue Danny.
Actually, and we're back tomorrow at 12. 6 a.m. show is probably going to be canceled.
Word. Catch us tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific.
Thank you.
Y hay Vargas para rato,
Yeah,
cabrones.
bro. Guys,
I need to take a piss.
Family, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.